Anybody want to? Where is it? Tell me whenever.
What's your reaction? 38 years.
I bet that's a for this type of offense. That's a fair. I think that's a fair sentence. I mean, for Drew, it's a life sentence, but in the realm, if you look at it in the big picture, that's about a mid-range, high mid-range sentence. That's fair.
Is it vindication for you?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely, it's vindication for me. The judge clearly, denied their motion for a new trial. On its face, there was, he could clearly, without my even hearing my explanation, was able to determine that there was a strategy involved, a strategy that Drew backed, and a strategy that could have worked. I'm sorry. So, it was an absolute vindication. I think that if there was one thing bungled in this case, I got to tell you, it was the post-trial motions. There was probably the worst presentation of post-trial motions I've ever seen. I want you to notice one thing. Joe Lopez, who I have much respect for, who was the only one I asked to join the team. Everybody else asked me. He sat silent during the entire post-trial motion proceedings. He only argued sentencing. And there was a reason for that, because he knew it was an ill-prepared, poorly executed post-trial motion.
Were you able to speak to your former client after sentencing?
No. I'm sure, you know what, I'm sure I get a call. But, I'll give him a few days. He knows, I talked to him, I'm sure, again. He was probably just concentrating on what was going on.
What did you make of that outburst at the beginning of this statement?
That was unexpected. I don't know where that came from. But, he's obviously got a lot on his mind, and he had a lot he wanted to get off his chest.
Will that help him at all, any of that stuff?
I don't think it had any effect whatsoever. I think the judge knew what he was going to give him before the day even started.
What do you think of what he said, that this is the biggest railroad job ever in America?
Well, no, I don't know that. I think that's going a little bit far. But I mean, there were troubles with the case. But the problem was that a lot of the problems with his case were not properly preserved in the post-trial motion. You notice one thing. They said that they're going to withdraw in favor of the appellate defender. At the end, they're Greenberg, and so they're abandoning Drew to the appellate defender's office. And they know that the reason they're going to do that is because the appellate defender is probably going to argue ineffective assistance regarding the post-trial motions, because it was a very poorly executed post-trial motion.
So you will have no role whatsoever during the appeal?
If anybody asks me for assistance, I'll deal with it at that time. All right? So what's going on now, guys? Where are they going?